What's up, team? Sean from Rest to Live, and got a little bit of good news today. Nothing too crazy, but I want to talk about it nonetheless. So, what we're seeing is mortgage rates have gotten themselves back under 5%. Now, it's not too exciting because it's only 4.99%, but you know what? That's okay. It's a good direction that we're heading in. We are seeing a lot of folks who are out there shopping for homes really feeling the crushing blow of both really high home prices combined with really high mortgage rates. Now, again, it's easy to say things like, well, historically speaking, they're not that high. Fine. But most people weren't buying houses 40 years ago that are looking for houses today. So, in a near term view, they are pretty high and it is affecting what people are doing and how they're looking at buying homes. So, I want to just call that out. Now, this is the lowest they've been since early April. So, that's a good sign. Hopefully, we can keep it there. And the other piece of this that's really important that most people don't talk about is it's not just people who are buying homes, it's also those who are looking to get equity out of their home, getting lines of credit. All of that can be affected by these underlying rates, and sort of the overarching effect of that might mean not redoing their homes, not buying cars, not buying the kids' education, right? It could be anything they want to use that money for, can be sort of an indirect effect going on here, right? I think the other big piece of this as well is we're going to probably see some variability in the excuse me, in the underlying rates. Now the reason is we just don't know where things are going to be from a recession perspective. So some folks are going to sit a little bit longer on the sidelines. Some are going to look to maybe wait or plan for the future and do nothing right now. So just keep that in mind that that's a consideration for sure. Now the other big piece of this too is I don't think this is going to be a surprise to anyone, but we have seen that mortgage demand has really come down in recent weeks. So although purchase activity has increased from a week on week perspective, overall, we're about 16% lower than 1 year ago today, at the time of recording, of course. So I think that the clear point here is that there's a lot of volatility, which is leading to a lot of anxiety, and it's also creating a lot of pressure. So what I did this morning was I called my buddy who's a real estate agent. He works in Massachusetts specifically. So keep in mind, this isn't meant to be a broad countrywide response. And I just said, what are you seeing out there right now? He has a lot of clients. They're looking at a lot of homes. They're making offers. But what he has seen for sure is there's not quite as many over asking price. There's not as quite as many bidding wars. So it's anecdotal, but he is seeing that it's coming down. Now, specifically on the investment side, which is really where he and I were talking the most about, he is seeing people trying to take advantage of 1031 exchanges. So folks who do not necessarily have to leverage a large mortgage to move into their next property or buy their next property, this is making sense for them on a 1031 perspective. So as an example, was just out this morning with someone who was looking to move out of their current commercial location and actually pick up a multifamily as a way of generating more income. So I thought that was a really interesting point that he was moving out of retail and going to sell that to move into more of a passive play within multifamily. So, I just want to share that, we are seeing some good trends in the mortgage rate perspective under 5. We are still seeing volatility and anxiety. We're also seeing some interesting things on the commercial side. Now, again, as always, anecdotes don't speak to the market, but sometimes they can be early indicators. So what I want to do is continue talking to people in other areas and what they're seeing, what they're experiencing. So if you're watching this and you are involved in real estate, selling your home, buying a property, looking at commercial, now would be a great time to really, give some feedback and let us know in the comments. What's your experience and what are you seeing? So that's it. It's a short one today. I'm going to definitely dive deeper into this topic as we go forward, but I want to share this as it was top of mind, and we really did just talk only about an hour ago. So with that, thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate everybody, and have a good rest of the day. See ya.